Today, I'm going to show you how to build a digital t-shirt business on Etsy in less than 5 minutes. And the best part about it is you won't ever have to ship anything or provide customer service. Everything is literally done for you. You've probably seen people on Etsy selling t-shirts and making boatloads of money. So let's dig into how they do it and how you can get started with no experience and no upfront costs required. So as most of you know, Etsy has the cutest t-shirts ever. Like if you come to Etsy, you're going to see t-shirts for like coffee. It says coffee gives me teacher powers, like for those teachers. And then there are these little quirky shirts, like if you're a plant mom, that says never enough plants. Like it's so many cute shirts out here. And how awesome would it be the next time you came to one of my videos, I was actually wearing your t-shirt design. Like that's what I love to do. I love to support you and wear some of your t-shirt designs. So let's look at how much these people are making, because I know that's a burning question. This shirt says faith on it. Just faith. It's a simple design, but if we look at their sales, they've made over 200,000 sales. And if we calculate that, that's well over $2 million. Even the people that are newer to Etsy that have just opened their stores, they've already got 2,700 sales. Okay, and then someone else did like a work from home t-shirt, which is really cute, work from home employee of the month. They've already done 800 sales. So what's cool about Etsy is Etsy will actually help you promote your shop. So if you're like a new shop, they will help promote it to people that are surfing on Etsy to kind of get your shirt and your, just to get your designs in front of people to like help build that traffic. So they really do give you a boost like when you start out. So that's why it's so easy to make money so quickly from Etsy. So we've all seen people wearing everything from matching bridesmaids t-shirts to those mom life t-shirts and even those t-shirts for like work from home life. But where do they get those images? And I want you to understand, people are not creating these images from scratch. So I'm going to show you a backdoor trick that shows you how to get those digital images, even if you don't have design experience or software. So the first way that you can pick your designs is going to be by using rawpixel.com. Now, what's cool about rawpixel is they've got this tab that says elements that allows you to pick from different categories that you want to throw on your t-shirt. So just for purposes of this video, let's say you wanted to put a quote on a t-shirt. You go down here and click on quote. And from there, you're going to have all these really cute designs that you can instantly download to put directly on your t-shirt. Now, I'm going to show you guys the design that I ultimately decided to use because I thought it was super cute. I want to use this design called Slay at Home Mom, right? So this design actually came from Etsy, and I'll show you how I got it. So the way that I found that image on Etsy is I basically typed in mom life SGB. And it gave me all these different options of like different files that I can use to put on my t-shirt. I love the little bun one here and everything's going to be all right. Like these are super cute, but I decided to use the Slay at Home Mom. And as you can see, when you click on it, it's actually a part of a bundle. So you get all of these designs for $1. Like that's pretty amazing to have all of these pre-designed images that you can use, and it only costs $1. Now, what I do want to point out is if you decide to go the Etsy route, it's a super easy route to use, but make sure down here at the bottom you read where it talks about having a commercial license, especially for print on demand sites. This is how you avoid any type of like copyright issues, like trademark issues, that sort of thing. It only costs $10 to use this commercial license, like if you were going to sell in bulk. So, hey, it's $10 just to make sure you're not like infringing on anybody else's design. So that's something I wanted to point out to you. Now, the third way that you're going to be able to get your designs, and this is going to be for people that want to have a more custom design, but you don't actually want to design it yourself. So you can go to Fiverr.com. Now, a lot of you have probably used Fiverr and you know that they do these sorts of projects super cheap and they're really fast. So once you search for SVG design, it's going to come up with all of these different sellers that can basically create your designs for you. Most of them are going to only charge like $5 to create a full bundle.
Some of the bundles are like 20 different designs. Sometimes they're like 50 different designs, but it's totally up to you who you want to work with. I've always had a really great experience with like Fiverr. So they do really great work. So it's just a really great alternative for if you want to do a more custom look, but you're like not wanting to do that work yourself.
Now I'm going to show you how to add your design to your t-shirt using Printify.
Okay, so now that we've selected an image, you're going to click the link down below in the description box so that you can upload that image using Printify. If you've never heard of Printify, they are basically a print-on-demand company. So it's how you get your image onto your t-shirt, and they're going to be the ones that handles all of your back-end stuff as far as printing the t-shirt, shipping the t-shirt, and handling all of the customer service for it. So it says it right here, you select what product you want to put your design on, you upload that design, publish it, and then you earn money. So let's take a look at what that looks like. So all you're going to do is go over here to catalog, this little tab here. And as you can see, there's all these different options for like sweatshirts, bottoms, swimwear, underwear, baby accessories, mouse pads. You can literally put an image on anything, but for purposes of this video, we are going to be focused on t-shirts. So I'm going to do that under women's clothing, and then I'm going to click t-shirts. And of course, they've got different styles of t-shirts. You can do like more of the crew neck t-shirts. And then they've also got styles for like the V-neck t-shirts. So it's totally up to you what style you want to do. If you want it to do a certain sleeve, you can totally pick. But I'm just going to go with like this unisex jersey short sleeve. And I'm going to click on this one. And let's use a woman's body since we're doing a women's t-shirt. So once you select like whose body you want to kind of ultimately see the t-shirt on, you are going to have these little options down here at the bottom for available print providers. Now, these are going to be the people that are printing the actual t-shirts. So some of them charge different prices for the shipping and for the cost of the t-shirt. All of this is going to be calculated, like once you make a sale, they'll take whatever it is that they deduct for like the shipping. So you don't have to like do any extra calculations or anything. This is just for you to compare what printer you want to use. I like to use the most highly rated one. So let's just go with Print Geek. And let's hit this option that says start designing. So they give you a blank canvas and you're able to add designs from either your device, from Shutterstock, Dropbox. You can even do it from Fiverr if you were like collaborating with a designer on Fiverr, like they were actively making designs for you. You can like directly hire them to say, hey, this is what I want my t-shirt design to look like. And of course, they'll send you those images and you'll be able to upload them. So I have the device image here, and it's for the Slay at Home Mom. So I'm just going to upload this. And you see, you can make it bigger. You can actually make it smaller, like you can move it around. It's going to help you make sure that your design is like centered. So that's what this like width, height stuff is up here, and to scale it, like, if you want to make it bigger, smaller, whatever. So you can totally do that. Once you've got it to where you want the design to sit, you're going to have this option where you can add like additional graphics to it. If you wanted to like put like a little picture of a plant, or if you wanted to like add shapes or just something to like spice up your design. I personally like the design the way that it is, so I'm going to leave it this way, but that's available if you want to use it. Okay. So now that we have this, what we're going to do is go back up here where it says preview, because this is going to kind of show us, this is going to give us a mock-up design of what the shirt would look like. So here we've got this white shirt and we can see what it looks like on different body types. So this is what it would look like on more, someone that's more tall and lean. This is kind of how that design would look. And there's just all these different ways that they display it for your mock-up. Like she's got like a different pose. So you can think about, which one of these t-shirt mock-ups you actually want to have on your Etsy site. when you're displaying the t-shirt. So I think I like this view the best. So I'm just going to go down here and click Save Product. And it's going to ask me like what the title, image, and mockup view is. And it says choose an image and the select mockup views to display in your store. This is your store as it relates to Printify, because Printify is technically like its own little t-shirt store. But if you wanted to like change this image, you can also like, have these be different images on Etsy. So if you wanted to use this image and you're like, no, I think this image or, this image is going to be more appealing, it's totally up to you what mock-up image you want to have as just like the title image, right? So once you have that, you're going to hit publish down here. And if you wanted to have like better mock-up photos, they've got this like little video that you can click on down here in the help center. It actually shows you like how to get those more attractive little mock-ups. Like if you wanted one that had more of a background, this is like out here in the woods, this is like in an amusement park, you can watch the little video on how you can put your design on like different types of backgrounds like that. So that is, you get to it once you have your design. Like in this part, it's the help center. You simply click on where it says learn more in help center about your mockups. So from there, you simply hit publish, and it literally only takes like a couple of minutes for this status to change from publishing to published. So once you have that, once it changes, see, it already changed. Once it changes to published, you're literally ready to start making money. And before we move forward, if you like this type of money-making content, go ahead and hit that like button and make sure you hit the subscribe button. And let me know down in the comments if you want to see more stuff like this. Okay, so let's get into the fun part. Jazzy, how much can I make from this? Well, let's break down exactly how much you're going to make from each sale. Okay, so now that says publish, you can click on it. And you can go down here. I forgot to show you like where they customize like your description. So you don't have to like really worry about that. But when it comes to how much you can make off of each shirt, they give you like a suggested, retail price. Now you can change this price. If you wanted to make $20, make your shirt $20 on Etsy, the profit that you get from each shirt is going to be $8.70. If you want to make it $25, the profit that you get is $13.70 for each t-shirt. So this is your profit margin. So you can kind of look at Etsy and see what people are pricing those t-shirts for to understand how much profit you would make off of each shirt. You can charge more for like larger shirts, like for the XL or 2XLs, you can totally charge more for those shirts. It's totally up to you. Now that we have our t-shirt design, let's go ahead and show you how to connect Printify to Etsy so that you can start selling. Okay, so it's super easy to set up your Etsy store. All you're going to do is navigate to Etsy.com and scroll all the way down here at the bottom where it says sell on Etsy. So click on sell on Etsy. And from there, you're going to see where it says get started. There's going to be, these little powerful tools, but you're going to skip down here to where it says open your Etsy shop. And then you're going to go through the steps to enter your email address, set up a password, and that's all. It literally takes like 30 seconds. So once you have that done, you're going to pop back over to Printify. And once you go to Printify, you'll go here, and in your upper right hand corner, it's going to be this little drop down that has Manage My Stores. You're going to want to click on Manage My Stores. And then you'll see this option where it shows you that you've got this new store and it's unconnected. And what you're going to want to do to connect it to Etsy is obviously hit the big button that says connect. And it's going to say, let's connect your store. And it's going to ask if you already have a sales channel. And if you've set up your Etsy store, you would simply click on this option for Etsy to automatically link your Printify to Etsy. And what that is going to do is when someone buys a t-shirt from you off of Etsy, it's going to allow Etsy to send the order directly to Printify. So you'll never have to be like in the middle of it. So it's super cool how they like integrate these things. And you can also do it with like Shopify. You could do it with Walmart. You can do it with eBay, Squarespace, wherever you've like got your, products being advertised. You can connect these different shops and make it so much easier. And that's how you ultimately automate your entire sales process.
When I started my digital business, I gotta admit, I was scared, I was pregnant, and quite frankly, I really didn't know what was going to come of it. But because I took that leap of faith, that ultimately led me to making 6 figures from it. This is something that any stay-at-home mom can do. College students can do this. Even if you're retired and you just want to make a little extra cash, anybody can do it. As you've seen, you don't have to lift a finger. You don't even have to be creative. You just have to be willing to make some money. So let me know when you get started with your t-shirt designs. I'd love to know what kind of design you're thinking about working on, and I would love to support you all. So until then, I will see you in the next video. Bye.